This is Bilgemunky coming to you from the Northern California Pirate Festival 2013. And I am talking with Captain Scully at the Guilty Gulls Grogery of Tales of the Seven Seas. Say hello.
Hello, I'm Captain Scully. How are you?
I'm good. Now, we are sitting in front of a magnificent spread of food that represents what the average pirate would have eaten on a daily basis, correct?
Not really. This is probably more what the captain and his officers would have had. The common sailor would not have a spread unless they landed on an island and they happened to steal this off a tree.
So no chocolate chip cookies for the average pirate?
No. Unless their captain was extremely generous.
So what would the average pirate have eaten on a daily basis?
They would have had, we have trail mix over here, something like this. It's got pieces of corn, leftover vegetables, fruits, things like that. Just whatever was dried that was, the cook happened to have, threw it in a pot. They would a lot of times have the leftover meat that the captain didn't eat. Sometimes on long voyages, you're out at sea for 6 months at a time. Provisions begin to run low, and you end up with extremely rancid meat. Sometimes with maggots. Yes, maggots. And sometimes it was so bad that the sailors had to eat it in the dark. Otherwise, they couldn't stomach it. They didn't want to see what they were eating.
So if the captain's upstairs eating this stuff and the crew's downstairs eating that other garbage you're talking about, he must have really maintained some control over that crew. How'd that happen?
Well, they were probably too weak to do anything about it. But no, yeah, that's exactly how it happened. And I'm sure there were mutinies over it. People wanting to leave because it was so bad. And actually, the funny part of it is that the pirate ships had it better than military ships. Military ships were worse.
So as captain of Tales of the Seven Seas, this is your food, right, and your crew's out there starving right now. I'm assuming that you maintain discipline with the velociraptor that jumps out of your chest, or what is this that we have going on?
This is an emu claw. An emu. It's a giant ostrich-like bird. And it is a knife.
I've seen Jurassic Park, and I'm pretty sure that's a velociraptor. Well, not the whole thing.
It's a dragon claw. I'm just seeing Game of Thrones.
So tell me more about Tales of the Seven Seas in general. What do you do here at the Northern California Pirate Festival?
We are here to entertain and educate the public. We offer tattoos for the little kids.
Real tattoos?
Yes. No. Fake tattoos. We have a little plank for the kiddies to walk. They can walk the plank.
Is that fun for kids? Because as I understand, that's generally a disciplinary measure or punitive. It's not. Hey, cool off in the water because it's hot out and there's sharks down there.
No, we don't actually make them jump into the bay or anything like that.
Fake tattoos. The kids don't have to jump in the bay. What do you do at Tales of the Seven Seas?
Well, we happen to be nice pirates. It's. The public doesn't respond well if you're too mean.
It's probably better for attendance.
Right. We probably want people coming back, and we But we do have a new game this year. It's called Hunchenhausen, and it's sort of a tug of war where you stand on these wooden blocks and you try to pull each other off the blocks with a rope. So it's a lot of fun, and we're roping the patrons, the guests, into the game.
I could win that.
You could. Well, then maybe we should have a go.
Yeah, maybe. Ooh, a red hat lady. Ooh, many red hat ladies. Do you guys get a lot of red hat ladies here?
I have not noticed any red hat ladies before just now.
Well, there they are.
It's hard to tell sometimes, with the feathers and the colors. They just look like pirates.
They do blend in a little bit more here than they might elsewhere.
When they go out to lunch.
So how long has Tales of the Seven Seas been part of the Northern California Pirate Festival?
Since year one. 7 years we've been doing this.
7 years and still going strong. Look at all this.
Yes, it's gotten better. It's gotten bigger and better. We've really put a lot more into our encampment and our interaction with the public. So it's been a good experience. And a lot of our members, this is the only event they do.
Northern California is the only event some of your members do. Wow. Have you been with Tales that long? Tell me about what it was like the first year compared to what it's like now. What have been the biggest changes with Tales of the Seven Seas in that time?
The first year was so windy that we had pavilions that blew down in the middle of the night before the fair opened. So we had almost no encampment that first year. It was pretty sparse. But we have added all of what you see here, which is sort of a museum exhibit. We have the pantry, what the cooks would have over here. We've got the weaponry over there. More things to educate, that are more period. And then we've added the tattoos and the games, so we're really trying to focus outward and bring people in to the pirating experience.
Speaking of period, you seem to have some period toys over here, with the exception of the swing line stapler that I'm pretty sure is not period. But what do I see? I see some granados, and I see some swords of some guns, and it looks like some kind of armor made for Hodor. What can you tell me about that stuff?
This is actually a collection of one of our members, Dogfish Brigands.
Wait for the camera, Dogfish. Thank you.
He collects armament and weaponry. This is only a selection of what he actually has, I think. There's more. I've seen it. So he likes to educate people on weaponry and other pirate type things from the period, and just history in general from that period.
Last question. What is Tales of the Seven Seas' favorite part about the Northern California Pirate Festival?
Goodness, the favorite part? That's hard to pick. We have so much fun here. We do, just the interacting with the crowd. We actually do shoot a cannon during the day.
Just one?
We only have one right now, unfortunately. We used to have more, but, things happen. But we have such a good time. We look forward to it every year. So I can't pick the favorite thing because it's all so much fun.
Well, that question doesn't count because you didn't fully answer it. So tell me about these period correct goggles that are on top of your head that kind of match your period correct hairstyle, or color rather. Tell me about that.
These are a little nod to the steampunk movement, which is sort of if you take Victorian sci-fi and you brought it into the modern age, as if steam instead of electricity was the rule of the day. They wear a lot of goggles, and mine are quite nautical looking. If you notice, they're brass around the edge with little copper around the edge with little brass screws, so they kind of look like a porthole.
More and more steampunks here every year, aren't there?
Yes.
What other genres have you seen that don't quite, you would normally think pirate, but they take it a new direction? This is definitely a festival where I see all kinds of stuff that they meet pirate halfway and then do something else completely with it. Have you seen any fun ones yet this year?
I haven't seen it, but I've heard that there is a TARDIS from Doctor Who. A woman dressed in a dress that looks like a TARDIS.
I've seen her.
I've actually seen the Doctor here from time to time. So
Which Doctor?
It was the 11th Doctor.
Hit him. Stab him. Gunpowder in his hair.
He's going to be regenerating in December.
It's about time. All right, this has been Bilgemunky at the Northern California Pirate Festival with Tales of the Seven Seas and Captain Scully. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.